You can wipe out every yellowjacket and wasp within a half mile of your house for about $2. And the thing that makes this work is the same reason honeybees will completely ignore it. Most people are spraying toxic foam everywhere, spending $40 a season, and the wasps just come back. There are 3 things you can do today that will make wasps and yellowjackets never return to your property, and none of them cost more than a few dollars. Here's the first one. Go to any dollar store and buy a bottle of apple juice. Then go to any hardware store and buy a container of pure boric acid. It is usually right next to the pest control stuff, costs about $6, and 1 container will last you years. You do not need roach powders with extra chemicals. You want pure boric acid, the fine white powder. Take a 5-gallon bucket or any large container. Pour in about 2 cups of the apple juice. Add 2 teaspoons of boric acid. Stir it until the powder is completely dissolved. That is your bait. Now here is why this works, and why it is different from anything else you have tried. Yellowjackets and wasps are scavengers. They're drawn to sugar and protein, and apple juice hits both receptors hard. But honeybees are structured foragers. They communicate food locations to each other through waggle dances, precise directional signals that point other bees toward specific flowers. A soda can sitting on the ground does not trigger that behavior. Honeybees will fly right past it. Yellowjackets will not. They will land, drink, and carry the mixture back to their colony. Boric acid is lethal to insects in any dose. It is a stomach poison that attacks the lining of their digestive tract, and a desiccant that pulls moisture from their exoskeleton. The wasp that drinks it does not die on the spot. It lives long enough to share the bait with the queen, the larvae, and every other wasp in the nest. Within days, the entire colony is dead. Professional exterminators use this exact method. They just do not advertise it because a $6 container of boric acid does not justify a $300 service call. To set this up, pour a small amount of the mixture into a soda can. Do not fill it. You want just enough liquid at the bottom that the wasps can reach it, but not enough that they drown. If they drown, they cannot carry it home and the colony survives. Break a wooden stick in half and stick it into the can so it pokes out like a little ramp. The wasps will land on the stick, walk down, drink, and fly back to their colony. Place these cans around the perimeter of your property, under eaves, near known nesting spots, anywhere your pets cannot knock them over. Boric acid is not lethal to mammals at these doses. A dog or a child would have to eat tablespoons of the raw powder to experience any symptoms. At the concentration in your bait, it is genuinely safe. But to the insects, it is a colony killer. Now, if you already have active nests on your house, the bait alone will not be fast enough. You need to hit those nests directly. And this is where the second method comes in, and it is going to sound too simple to work. But it does. Take a spray bottle, fill it with water, and add a generous squirt of Dawn dish soap. Shake it up. That is your wasp killer. The soap breaks the surface tension of the water and penetrates the waxy coating on a wasp's exoskeleton. That coating is called the epicuticle, a thin layer of lipids that keeps water out and moisture in. Once the soap dissolves that layer, water floods their spiracles, the tiny holes on the sides of their bodies that they breathe through, and they drown from the inside. It is not dramatic, it is not a chemical weapon, it is simple physics. And exterminators use it on the job. Spray the nest directly and keep spraying. Do not stop. Within seconds, the wasps will drop. But there is one critical rule you must follow. Never use this soap and water method near electrical fixtures, light switches, breaker boxes, or anything wired. Water and electricity do not mix, and the last thing you need is a shock while you're standing on a ladder staring at a wasp nest. Every year, people end up in the emergency room because they sprayed water at a wasp nest that was attached to a light fixture. If the nest is anywhere near electricity, skip the soap and go straight to method 3. PT Wasp Freeze is a professional-grade wasp spray that is non-conductive up to 47,000 volts. That is not a typo. Exterminators carry this on every truck specifically for nests near electrical panels, outdoor lights, and breaker boxes. It works on contact. You can stand up to 15 feet away, aim, spray, and the wasps drop almost instantly. It is dramatically faster than the soap method, and it eliminates the electrocution risk entirely. One can cost about $15 and will last through multiple seasons. Now here's the part that almost everyone skips, and it is the single reason the wasps keep coming back to your house every single year. You have to treat the surfaces where they build. Wasps return to the same spots year after year because the residue of their old nests contains pheromones, chemical signals that tell next year's queens this is a proven safe location. Paper wasps secrete these pheromones from glands on their abdomens while they build. The chemicals persist in the wood and crevices long after the nest is gone. If you knock down a nest and do nothing else, a new queen will detect that pheromone trail next spring and rebuild in the exact same spot. This is why homeowners say they have the same wasp problem every year. It is not bad luck, it is chemistry. The fix is a product called Delta Dust. It is a waterproof insecticidal dust that you apply to eaves, rafters, light fixtures, soffits, and anywhere wasps like to build. You can use a cobweb duster or a bulb duster to spread it into cracks and corners. It lasts up to 8 months outdoors, even through rain and snow. Any wasp that lands on a treated surface picks up the dust on its legs and body, carries it back to the nest, and it works the same slow, colony-wide way as the boric acid bait. Dust your eaves once in the spring and you will not see a new nest all year. So here is your full system. Boric acid and apple juice and soda cans around your property to bait and kill the colonies from the inside. Dawn soap and water in a spray bottle for active nests that are not near electricity. PT Wasp, freeze for nests near electrical fixtures. And Delta Dust on your eaves and rafters to prevent them from ever coming back. The boric acid bait handles the colonies you cannot see. The soap handles the nests you can reach. The Wasp Freeze handles the ones near wires. And the Delta Dust makes sure none of them come back next year. Most exterminators charge between $100 and $300 for a single visit that covers 1 or 2 of these steps. This system covers all 4 and costs less than $30 for supplies that last year's. If you found this useful, share it and like the video. See you in the next one.